Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Good morning, Naveen.
Yeah, very good morning. So we have done the configure. I think we have completed the configuration of automatic payment program, correct? Yesterday?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes, Naveen.
Yes.
Yes.
So write down the transaction code. So yesterday we saw with the path, right? Just write down a transaction code, whatever steps, 6 steps we followed. So we can go with the transaction code FBZP. So automatic payment program, transaction code FBZP. FBZP. So how it works in the sense FBZP. So you can see here, if you press enter, see whatever steps yesterday we saw. So clear? So all those steps, all company codes, paying company code, payment method in country, payment methods in company code, bank determination, house bank step already we have done, right? Except this step yesterday, we have done all these steps. You remember the steps? Navigation part?
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah, the same step. The transaction code, either you can say, what are the steps you follow for our payment program, automatic payment program in the sense. So you can say that either the sequence order, first create house banks, the next all company codes, paying company code. You know what is the difference between paying company code and sending company codes, payment methods in a country. Next one, assigning payment methods to company codes and bank ranking determination. Clear? So these are the steps we will follow. Any questions? So either you can go with the navigation part or you can go with the FBZP transaction code. Fine. So next one, write down next step. We will do multiple steps here. So write down. So you can write it as an create. Sorry, first one write down. Write down. Automatic. Write down. Put a heading as an automatic payment to single vendor. Automatic payment to single vendor. Write down first method. This is method 1, automatic payment to single vendor. Automatic check payment to single vendor. So till now we have not created bank account of suppliers. So still we are going to do transactions with, okay, cash only. So write down automatic payment to single vendor, method 1. Method 1. Method 1. Okay, write down first step. Create new vendor master. Create new vendor masters with payment methods. With payment methods. So write down the path. Write down the path. SAP menu. SAP menu. Write down the path. SAP menu. Accounting. SAP menu. Accounting. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. General ledger. General ledger. General ledger. Master records. Master records. Master records. Sorry. what you can do is actually, sorry, just cancel this navigation part. Cancel this navigation part. Already, I think I have given the navigation part. So just cancel it. Actually, I was in the previous batch, I was taking profit center. Okay. So directly you can type. Already you have given the vendor master, right? So transaction code FK01. Please kindly cancel that navigation path. That is for change profit center, standard hierarchy. So transaction code FK01. Transaction code FK01. And already I have given the path for this. Put a heading as in create new vendor masters with payment methods. So transaction code FK01. So directly you can type here FK01. FK01. Okay. So here company code UT01, account group. I think we have created USVS. USVS. Just write it down. Company code UT01, account group USVS. Press enter. So give the vendor details here. So it's company. Okay. So I'm taking any vendor supplier. Vivera Consultancy Services. Consultancy Services. Vivera Consultancy Services. So short name VCS. Okay, next one. I'll give any address. Vasant Nagar, Kukatpalli. Vasant Nagar, Kukatpalli. So 931. Postal code, something I'll go 1000. 5,72,000. Hyderabad. Country IN, region 36. PO box number. Just write it down. Once you're done, let me know, please.
Yes, done.
Okay. Next, click on next entry. Click on next entry screen or next screen. Click on next screen. So this is control data, nothing. Click on next screen. Control data, nothing. Just skip it. Okay. We can give vendor bank details. So I'll give it as in country IN. Bank key 08. Something I'm giving. 109. Bank details, updation of vendor. account holder, Vera Consultancy Services, Vivera Consultancy Services. Just write it down. Vivera Consultancy Services. You need to give bank country. Okay. Once you are done, let me know. So this I'm taking week. So in real time, we'll take as per the things provided. And this is end user activity. Press enter. One second. Where bank name, for example, State Bank of India. Region, 36 Street, Bashirbagh, City, Hyderabad. Bashirbagh. Just enter. Once you're done, let me know.
Done.
Okay. So whatever banks will be there of that particular supplier, we are going to update here. We are going to update here. Okay. Next, click on OK button. Click on OK button. Okay. Here, the first name, the contact person name. For example, I am giving Raju. First name. Anything you can give. From this particular company. So department. So you can select from here. See, I'm selecting all the departments will be updated here. So purchasing 0022. Next one. So here again, head of purchasing. Head of purchasing. Just write it. Okay, first name, last name. Okay, a department, which department he belongs to, the point of contact. Clear? So press enter. Press enter. Here we need to give the reconciliation account, bank reconciliation account. 150 this is the trade payable services. You remember last time when we created vendors also, we took in the same 012, 012. What is the cash management group we are going to take here? What is the cash? Sorry?
A1. A1.
A1. What is A1?
Domestic.
Sorry? Domestic. A1, domestic. So write down this. So first reconciliation account we need to give. Okay. So this is going to integrate your AP module with GL module. Okay. And sort key 012. Next one, cash management group. Okay. Enter. Payment terms. We have already created payment terms. U001. I think we have already created U series. U001 payment terms. Next one, credit terms. Same thing. I'll take U001. Okay. This is very important. Payment methods. Payment methods. If we want to do check payments, then select check payment. If we want to do bank transfers, select both. Write on this. Select CNT. We have selected two payment methods. For this particular vendor, we can do check payments or bank transfers. So CNT. So click on OK button. Done. So Vivera. So right, click on OK button. So write down this vendor number 53 lakhs 5. 53 lakhs 5. Okay, write down this vendor 53 lakhs 5. So vendor is ready. Then we will post one entry and we will do the automatic payment. Okay, next step, write down. After vendor creation, post vendor in. Okay, so next one.
So now, Navin, regarding the second step, XK99.
That is if same thing. If you want XK99 in the sense, you have all the way, for example, existing vendors are there, right? If you want to assign, see earlier, did we assign any payment methods to vendors?
No.
Because we were doing a cash payment, right? So if you want to update cash and bank method, check payment method and as well as a bank transfer, then in XK99, the transaction code, you can change this particular CNT method, payment method for all the existing vendors.
Okay, at the time we can change.
You just check it. That's the reason I'm saying. Check it out. If you want me to show, because I don't remember, do we have any vendors here? XK99. See here. So if we create any vendor variant, then we can same thing. All the tables, these are the tables. If we create any variant, okay, I'll show you at the time of customer and vendor master data where we can do existing vendor. But with this particular transaction code, what you can do is you can create a variant and after that you can change all these fields. Clear? Vendor master, general selection, These are the table names, right? Why I'm not showing right now in the sense because we don't have much vendors. That's the reason I'm leaving this particular step and I'm going with the next step. That is nothing but post vendor invoice.
So at the
Sorry.
so when can we come across this step again afterwards?
Is that okay?
No, no, what I'm saying is, so when we will come across this step?
Just now I told you, right? When I'll do the vendor master and customer master simultaneous changes, then I'll go with the XK99.
Okay, okay,
The previous batches, I used to do AP separately and AR separately. Now, as I said that for AR batch, I have combined both together. Just now
okay,
I said, and you are
okay,
asking the same question again. So that is the reason I have deleted that.
okay, okay.
If it is not mentioned in the notes, definitely you wouldn't ask.
Um,
Okay, right done. Post vendor invoice. I'll show you. As I said, I promised I won't miss any point.
No, no, it's not like that, Naveen. I just wanted to check where it will be used, and
See,
so we are.
I just see that's what Rashekar. I just made it very, very clear that this particular step I am going to cover whenever we have a vendor and customer, right? Whenever we need to change a mass, then definitely I'll show you. But again, you
Yeah,
are
fine, fine.
asking the same question.
Okay, sorry, sorry. Okay, fine.
Okay, right.
Sorry.
Post vendor invoice. Transaction code FB60. Post vendor invoice. Transaction code FB60. Post transaction code FB60. So vendor, if I don't remember the vendor, Vivera, right? So these four vendors we have. So we are three vendors. We have not having a cash and what we call bank transfer. So I will change all together at a time when we do customer master and as well as vendor master, right? So Vivera Consultancies, F4, F2, ASP01, ASP01. I'm taking some amount, 1,56,800, 1,56,800. Okay. Next one. This is 4,50,000 we have created, right? Yeah. Advertisement account debited to vendor account. So 1,40,000. What I'll do, I'll take 1,56,100. So 1,40,000. Just write down till here. 1,40,000. Just write it down. Once you're done, let me know.
Done, Naveen.
Okay. Just take your business area. Business area, UHYD. Business area, UHYD. and profit center U1000. U1. Okay. Okay. U1000. That's it. You can simulate and save. Just write a advertisement account debited to Rivera Consultancies. 1,40,000. Okay. Click on post. So go to, so document number generated 19/15. Document, display, general ledger view. You can see here. Advertisement account debited to trade payables account. Why it is showing trade payables? Because the reconciliation account, we are integrated to vendor. So if you double click on this, it will show which table it has got updated. What is, you remember RFBU program? Yesterday we saw we have configured. Clear? And next one, you can see here. Same thing. The client, the reference key, right? 19/15, company code and year. This is important. And next one, entered by, entry date, clear, and system date and system time. Just write it down with the values. Just write it down with the values. Once you're done, let me know, please. Write down vendor outgoing payment. Next step. If you are done with this, next write down vendor outgoing payment. Put a heading as a vendor outgoing payment. Vendor outgoing payment. Vendor outgoing payment. So write down the path. Write down the path. SAP menu. SAP menu. Accounting. Accounting. Accounting, financial accounting. Accounting, financial accounting. Accounts payable. Accounts payable. Next, document entry. Document entry. Document entry, outgoing payment. F-53 post. What is the GL outgoing payment transaction code? What is the GL outgoing payment transaction code?
F.07. F-07.
F-07. And incoming? Customer incoming?
F-06.
F dot? Is it F dot or F dash?
F dash is
06. So write down. F-53 is a T code. Write down this. So that try to understand the difference between vendor outgoing payment and GL outgoing payment. Okay. F-53. F-53. So F4, F2. F4, F2. So here make sure that document type should be KZ. Okay. Currency INR. So I'll give the reference number. Automatic supplier payment 01. Document header text. Vendor payment. Vendor payment. Account. What is the account? Oof. Let me check account, bank account. Here earlier we used to take cash accounts. So here I would like to make a payment from IDBI outgoing bank account. So I will select any outgoing payment, you can select it, but here I'll select IDBI cash credit outgoing. So 241011. And what is the amount? 1,40,000. Write down 1,40,000. $1,40,000. Why it is asking? Okay. 1,40,000. Text vendor outgoing payment. Vendor outgoing payment. What is the vendor number? What is the vendor number? GL account. Sorry, once again, I'll just do it. It's taking in the wrong way. Sorry, it's 31. One second, let me do it from again, start. What is the vendor account? Just write it down. Document date, today's date, posting date, today's date. Okay. The next reference number, company code, header text. This is bank account number. Okay. From where the funds are going out, and same time amount. So what would be the entry at the end? What would be the backend entry it will form? It will create. What is the backend entry it will get created? What is the backend entry?
Vendor account debit to outgoing.
Vendor account debit to? How about others?
Outgoing
It's
account.
not correct. It's not correct. How about others?
Vendor
Hello?
to bank account.
Vendor to?
Bank.
No,
Bank or
it's not
cash.
correct. It's not correct. Yes, next. Yes, others. Yeah, please go ahead. Don't kill the time.
Please
Raj.
repeat the question, sir.
Sorry, Sunil.
Not sure,
Repeat the
Naveen.
question, sir.
Sunil, you said something?
Repeat the question, sir.
I asked what is the entry, backend entry it will create. It's correct, right? Debit the receiver, vendor. What are the accounts involved in this particular transaction? One is vendor,
Outgoing
another one
account.
is bank account, correct? Bank outgoing
Bank
account.
outgoing.
So vendor comes under which account? Vendor comes under which account?
Personal account.
Personal account, perfect. Bank comes under?
Artificial.
artificial person, personal account, correct?
Personal account.
Yes.
So the rule, who is the receiver here when we are paying from the bank? Who is the receiver?
Vendor.
Debit the
Vendor.
receiver. And who is the giver here? Bank.
Bank.
Right. So vendor account debited to bank account or vendor account debited to bank outgoing account. Clear? So whenever we are doing something, just understand the transaction. So next, click on process open items. 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 So 1,40,000. 1,40,000. Document. Simulate. Is that okay? Click on process open item. Simulate. So see here, you can see here the entry. Okay. Vivera consultancy charges account debited to IDBI credit. So click on post. Click on post.
So Naveen, normally the posting key will be 40 and 50. So
That
it is
is for
showing
GL,
20.
boss. That is for GL. We are doing for vendor AP now.
Okay, okay,
Right. See, in
okay,
vendor AP, GL, we have 40 and 50 posting keys, correct? In
okay.
AP, I think I have given the list also 21,
Yes,
30,
yes,
25.
yes,
So go
yes, yes.
just, yeah. So 15/5. So for GL account, you would have seen, right? 50. You can see now also.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Display the document. See here for the GL account, IDBI GL account, reconciliation account, it is taking 50 only, which is related to GL. But here it is personal account, right? So AP module, this is related to AP module, then this account is related to GL module. So wherever GL module is there, posting keys, it will take 40 and 50. And wherever AP modules are there, according to that, relevant posting keys will be taken place. So just write down these entries. Just write down these entries. So with the values, kindly write it down. Okay. Write down next one. Check and advise payment. Next step. Write down. Write down. Check and advise payment. Check and advise payment. Write down the path.
Okay. Print or payment?
Sorry, print. Check, print, advise, print. So statement, that is nothing but statement. Check. We are issuing a check and we are printing that check and we are sending it. Next one. Write down. SAP menu. SAP menu. SAP menu. Accounting. Accounting. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. Accounts payable. Accounts payables. Document. Document. More functions. More functions. Print payment forms. Print payment forms. Transaction code FBZ5. Transaction code FBZ5. Transaction code FBZ5. I'll repeat once again. Okay, write down SAP menu, SAP menu, SAP menu, accounting, accounting, financial accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, accounts payable. Next, document, document, document. So here more functions, document, more functions. So till here the path is same, but here we have an additional step called more functions. So FBZ5, print payment forms, print payment forms, FBZ5. So whatever transaction code, UT01, whatever document if just now we have updated, that one, UT01, UT01, fiscal year 2023. So what payment method you want to follow? What payment method you want to pay? Okay. What payment method you want to take?
Check.
Check C. Next one, check lot. You can check here. 1010. I think we have given IDBA, right? Which one we have given?
IDBI.
IDBA. So I'll go with HDFC 1. Sorry, IDBI 1. So you remember the form yesterday we have defined. What is a form? F110 underscore. Don't forget this. Prenum underscore CHCK. Okay. F1110. Sorry, F110. And here the SAP standard printers. If what is the printer names in SAP standard, you are going to configure. Don't give HP or something else, right? These are the LP01. If you check here, see LP01, you will find that is a SAP standard printer. So that the basis consultant will assign accordingly. So here it is not there, but still I'll take LP01. See here, HPL, whatever HP. So those are going to assign here. 1 second. And directly you can remember LP01 instead of all this. We will see. I'll show you that printer name LP01. In real time, it will be configured to LP01 only. Okay. And print payment advice LP01. LP01. Just write it down as it is. Clear? Done? Yes, no?
Yes, Naveen.
Is it done?
Yes.
Okay. Next, go to check menu. Check menu. Click on print. Click on print. Okay. Check payment. Write down this. Check payment. Okay. Check payment and payment advice. So double click on check payment. Double click on check payment. Double click on check payment. So select Y01. The next display, select the check and select display contents. Click on display contents. Select Y01 system and click on display contents. See here, you can see here. Company Vivera Consultancy. This is SAP standard print advice. Okay. Company Vivera Consultancy Services. The receiver name and the document number. Okay. So this document number will not be there with the vendor. Okay. And normally, okay. And date, which date? So here it is clearly mentioning we have settled the line items. We have settled the items listed below, right? With the enclosed check. Okay. Fine. You can see the details, and this is the standard SAP program, right? If at all any changes we want, if at all we want to change anything, then we can ask the ABAPer to make a changes. If any, this is the SAP standard text. If you want to make any changes in the standard text, then we need to request ABAPer and we need to ask them to do these changes. Okay. So here you can see on the bottom. So what is the account number? Check number. What is the check number? Automatically it is picking up. Earlier we used to do manual check issues, right? Now you can see 201000, it is picking up. So whatever branch and everything it will show here. So here you can see IDBI SR Nagar branch, Hyderabad. You can see here. So with the branch number, okay, and with the branch name, account number, check number, and how much amount is outgoing, 1,40,000. Okay, and who is the company, who is the receiver, and who is the payer, and date on which we are issuing a check. Any questions still here? Yes, no?
No.
Okay, so now we have seen this is check payment information. Now we will see the payment advice. Double click on payment advice notes. Double click on payment advice. Double click on payment advice. Double click on payment advice. Same thing. Select Y01. Select Y01 and click on display contents. There is a payment advice. Check print is different. Payment advice is different. So normally your vendors will ask to share the payment advice. Hope you are working for any what we call ticketing tool or supporting tool, right? Then they will ask, your vendors will ask for one particular payment. They will ask for payment advice. Okay, then we need to share this payment advice to vendors. Okay, you can see here. This is covering letter. So this is a covering letter. Clear? So it will give you the invoice number. In the check payment, we don't have an invoice number, correct? But here you can find the reference number also. So with that reference number, why the vendors will ask payment advice rather than check payment details? Because they want to sort it out with the reference numbers, right? So here we have a reference number. It will print a reference number. So most of the organizations, the vendors will ask for payment advices.
Payment advice means payment details.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. For which number? See, their account will be get credited with 1,40,000, right? Your vendor. So they will receive number of items. They will have number of amounts they will receive from us. For example, they have done 3 sales or 4 sales they have done. And we have done out of 3 sales or 4 sales, we have done 1 payment. We have done 1 payment and vendor received the amount, but vendor is not sure because we have done the check payment. In the check payment, we don't have what purpose we are doing it. The details will not be there, right? Vendor received the amount, but he want to check for which invoice is this amount belongs to. Have we done the full payment or partial payment or any short payment or what we have done, right? So for that, what vendor will ask is, vendor will ask payment advice. Why? Payment advice. In the payment advice, the vendor will get the clear picture. What clear picture he is going to get? Because he will give the invoice number on each invoices. How we will separate the 4 transactions in the sense, he will separate the transactions with the invoice numbers. So same amount, 4 invoices. 1,40,000, 1,40,000 for invoice 1, 1 lakh, invoice 2, 1,40,000, invoice 3, 1,40,000, and invoice 4, 1,40,000. So he want to check which invoice the customer has paid. We have paid. Then in the payment advice, it will clearly shows it's a ASP01, nothing but your invoice number. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, Naveen.
So this is a kind of automation, the people who are working for end users. So in this particular, normally what happens is we need to request for this particular transaction code access, FBZ5 access. So that your vendor will come. Okay, then what normally people will do is when vendor comes for any payment advisors in end user this thing roles, so then they will go to the payment team and they will ask the payment team to provide this particular payment advice. For this particular amount, we need a payment advice. Again, the payment team will come to with so many questions on which date it got paid, right? What are the bank details and everything. So if you request the access for this particular transaction code FBZ5, then without dependency on the payment team, we have all the details so that we can generate. Hope it's clear. So it's a kind of automation where we can give immediate resolution to our supplier. Immediate solution to supplier. Is this clear? Any questions here? Okay. So total these tests. First vendor we have created. After that posting, next payment and print. Chunk and advice print. Next one.
I mean, is this end user activity or consultant?
This is end user activity. Why we are doing this in the sense, we need to train them.
Yes, yes.
Correct. As a consultant, it's our responsibility to train them. This is nothing but a testing scenario for us. We took one example. We have created one vendor, correct? And we have done we have posted one invoice. We have done the payment, and we will show them that this is nothing but a testing kind of project. End-to-end testing.
Yes, I got it.
Clear? Next one.
Yes.
Next one. Single vendor payment method 2. Single vendor payment method 2. Here I have not mentioned that. Single vendor payment method 2. Single vendor payment method 2. Okay. Now I'll show you. Okay. I'll see if I am having any existing vendor, what I'll do. existing vendor, existing invoice is there, then I'll do the payment for that if possible. Let me check. I'll go with FBL1N. Understood payment method. What I'm doing now, I can answer. Somebody asked a few questions, right? FBL1N. Sorry. I'll remove this. Open item. So these are the open items. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Any open for Vidarbha? $10,500. Okay. What I'll do is uh, 10,500. I'll do it, make a payment. Let me check this transaction. Total 10,500. It's let me go with another invoices. Okay. 10,000 security charges, AP, GST. I want to do the payment for this. Okay. So Rajshekar, whatever you asked, I'm going to explain now itself. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to check whether this particular vendor, write down. Next, first step in this, assign payment method for existing vendor. Assign payment method for existing vendor. Put a heading as an assign payment method for existing vendor. Assign payment method for existing vendor.
So we need to take this as step 6.
Sorry,
We need to take this as step 6.
not step 6. It's a separate method 2. I said
Okay.
method 2. What is method? If already we have created a new vendor and we have assigned payment methods to them, check and bank transfer method, but already we have a vendors, but which don't have a payment method.
Payment method. Okay.
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 Let me check whether this particular vendor, any payment we can do. Sumitra, Vidarbha. Let me check in Sumitra. Do we have anything? This is Sumitra Consultancies. So I would like to take 12,000, 10,500. So here rates are different. 1,12,000 installment payment methods. But what is the due date here? 13/5, May, June, July, August. So 90 days. But okay, we can make a payment for this also. We can do. Okay. Write down. Write down. FK02. Okay. FK02. FK02. So we want to change in payment transactions. So give the vendor number. Give the vendor number, company code, payment transactions. So we will see here, enter. Okay, just I'm checking. So how to see? So CNT. So it is already there. So we need not to do anything here. So click on save button. Click on save button. Okay. So here invoice is what I'll do. Sorry. FK02. What is the vendor number here? FK02 Vivera, right? Sumitra. 5,30,000. 5,30,000 payment transactions. So select payment transactions, press enter. So payment method we don't have here. So we need to select CT. So click on OK. Click on OK. Click on OK. Okay. Click on save button. So already we have an invoice. Earlier we have created a vendor. After that vendor we have posted, right? Now already we have an invoice here. Okay. Now directly we can do payment and printing. So now what we have done, earlier step we have done payment separately, and after that we have done printing, correct? In the previous one, you can see here what we have done. Here we have done payment separately and printing separately. So next, right now we are going to do now both at a time, payment and printing. Right one, vendor outgoing. This is method 2, which don't include in this 6th step. It is included in, sorry, you can just write it down as a second method, method 2. So we have created a vendor, we have posted invoice, right? Now we are going to do at a time. So write down SAP menu, accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, document entry, outgoing payment, post print forms, transaction code F-58. So I'll go with this. So click on save button, press back, SAP menu, accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, document entry, outgoing payment. So here earlier we have done the separate part. Okay. Now we are going to do both at a time. Post plus print forms, F-58. Post and print forms. So this is important. So at a time we can do both. F-58. Select F-58. So company code UT01. Payment method C. Okay. So which bank account? House bank, I'll go with the IDBI only, same. IDB 00. Okay, so text, alternative font. Just write it down. So here I'll give manual some check lot number. This is again manually I'm giving. So for example, 2010. Next one, LP01. This is SAP standard, LP01. So write down the still here. LIC UT01. Payment method, house bank. Okay, next click on enter payments. Click on enter payments. Click on enter payments. So automatically it will pull the data like so reference number ASP01. Okay, amount. So I'll make this as 0 to already we have used, right? Okay, so here I'll give vendor payment right down till here. Amount I'll check. So I'll go with one invoice. I'll go with, can we pay this 8,000 or 12,000? So we'll pay 8,000. 8,000. 8,000. So who is the vendor? 5,30,000. Write down vendor. Company code. Okay, till here, okay? Yes. Is it done till here?
Yes.
Okay, click on process open items. Click on process open items. So deactivate all the items. Which one we want to? 8,001, right? Deactivate other items. So I'm manually deactivating it. So I would like to pay only 8,000 a month. So write on this. Write on this. So now check it out. Document, simulate. Okay, there is no realized loss or gain. So click on post button. Document was posted. See here, automatically it is showing. Automatically it is showing after posting. It is showing check payment and as well as a payment advice. So double click on check payment. Earlier we need to go to a separate transaction, right? Check payment. So we can see that printout of the check. So here display. Okay. 8,000 is the amount. So which check we have issued? Check number 201001. Check lot number we have already given. Okay. Then next you can see from which bank we have given. Same thing. Understood the difference between first method and second method? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one. For invoice data, we need to go to payment advice. So go to payment advice. Okay, you can click on here. Display contents. So here it clearly shows that. So we have settled the following items with the check number, right? Payment document number, subject to the goods and services, supplied the invoices. And you can see the invoice number here, AP01. So vendor required this one. Okay. So next. So just write it up. So 8,000. And also we can see the payment term. Okay. Any questions still here? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Give me a 2 seconds time. Okay. So we have completed, right? So 2 methods we have done, right? Single method. Put a heading as an. Clear? So any questions in single vendor payment? Payment and check print. Okay. So yes, no.
No.
Sorry, Navin.
Any questions in
No,
single
no,
vendor?
no.
Okay. So what we are going to do? We will create now, put a heading as an automatic payment to multiple vendors. Automatic payment to multiple vendors. Okay. So here I'll go with automatic. I'll give a notes. Automatic payment to multiple vendors. Okay. I'll try here because sometimes it won't work, but still I would like to show you in the training environment, the real-time scenarios. Okay. So here, for example, scenario, I have multiple vendor. So vendor one. I have 2 invoices. We have 2 invoices. I'll give it as an APP01. We have 2 invoices, APP01. One is for 1,35,000. 1,35,000. And here we need to pay from HDFCA. Okay, vendor one, we have 2 invoices, right? So we need to pay this particular vendor for this particular amount from HDFCA Bank. Next one, we have another vendor, another invoice as APP02 for the amount 97,000. Okay. And due to some reasons, we need to block this vendor, block this invoice. Apply payment block. Apply payment block. Clear? Apply payment block. Next one, we have one more vendor. Vendor 2. Invoice APP03. APP03. 65,000. Okay. So the scenario here is change house bank details. So by default, it is HDFCA, but we want to change from HDFCA to change house bank. Change house bank to IDB CC. IDB CC. Okay. Next one. Foreign currency payment. Vendor 3. APP04. APP04. So 3,000 SGD. Invoices in SGD. And payment also in SGD. Payment also in SGD. So I'm taking as much possible scenarios. Payment in SGD. I'll take here a discount also with 1% discount. With 1% discount. Next one more vendor, I'll do it. Vendor 4. Vendor 4. APP05. Okay. So 60,000. 60,000. This is INR only. But the scenario is out of full payment, we are going to do partial payment. Partial payment of with 40,000 or of half 40,000. Clear? So here I would like to show different scenarios. So there may be different scenarios will be there in the real time, but maximum scenarios I'm trying to cover in this. One is paying from house bank. Next one, at that due to some reasons, we want to block one particular invoice. So we are blocking this invoice in the payment run, not manually, not at document level. We are going to block this at payment level. And next one, we are changing house bank. We are changing house bank. Okay. In the APP. And how to do the foreign currency wave payment and with the discount in the payment proposal and partial payment. So these are the different characteristics I would like to apply. Just write it down, this scenario. Just write it down. See, I can post same normal invoices 10 to different vendors. I can do the automatic payment process so that I can speed up the things. But if I miss these scenarios, then definitely you will get in real time. Clear? For earlier batches, earlier batches, I used to do 2 to 3 vendors, and same thing. We used to create multiple vendors. I said not 10 vendors or something. Multiple vendors in the sense I can create 3 vendors. So directly I can take some amount 1,35,000, 1 lakh, and 10 lakhs or whatever, and I'll do with one bank account. So that is easy for me to explain. Hope you got my point. So for earlier batches, don't have this option.
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Now I
sir.
have included this particular thing. So just write it down. Write it down, the scenario.
Done, Navin.
Yeah. So let's create these vendors. So let's create 4 vendors. So you know that what is the transaction code to create vendor master?
FK01.
FK01. FK01. Company code UT01. Company code UT01. Okay. And give USVS. USVS. Company code UT01. Next, create USVS. Enter. Next, enter. So here give company name. So here let's so I'm just giving any address. Just write it down. So enter 4 times. Okay. Enter 4 times. Okay. So here reconciliation account 150,022,200. Sort key 012. Cash management group A1. Just write it down.
So, Navin, my question is maybe wrong.
No
So,
problem.
cash management group is A1 did we created earlier?
We have not created, it's SAP standard.
SAP standard.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are SAP
So,
standards.
so why we are taking domestic
Because
payment?
it's a domestic Indian to Indian, right? Our company is in Hyderabad, right? India, and the vendor is also from Hyderabad, India, right?
Okay, okay,
Right. If
okay,
it is a foreign vendor from related to or any other country, then we will select foreign vendor A2.
okay, okay.
Next one, press enter. Press enter. Payment terms U001. Credit payment terms, U001. Payment method, CNT. CNT. Okay. U001. Credit memo payment terms, immediate payment terms, and C for check, T for bank transfer. So this is for one vendor. Click on save button. So write down this vendor number. Okay, the important thing is payment methods. Okay, so just write down this particular vendor number 553/06. So now what I'll do, I'll create one more vendor. Total 4 vendors I need to create. Okay, so same company. So I'll take the company name as a Mahindra Trading Agencies. Write down Mahindra Trading Agencies. MTA. MTA. MLA Colony. Banjara Hills. F462. Okay, postal code. Five lakh 16. Hyderabad. Country IN. PO Box number 22 dash 22 dash 3 dash 7/8. Just write it down. And remaining steps write down same as above. Remaining steps write down same as above.
Region 36.
Region 30, sorry, I forgot. Region 36. Region 36. Okay. Press enter. 4 times enter. Okay. Why I am not giving here bank details for the previous vendor and here also? In the previous vendor, did I given any bank details?
No, you have not given.
No one raised the concern. That's what.
Yeah, I was about to.
Why? Because as of now, if we are doing a bank transfer, then it's a mandatory bank to bank transfer. Then we need to create a supplier bank account. Okay, but now we are doing only the check issue. Correct. So at this particular point of time, bank account is not required, supplier bank account. So we have 2 types here, 2 methods. One is only the check payment, check issues, automatic payment to check issues, and we have automatic payment process with bank transfer. Clear? So whenever we need to do a bank transfer, bank to bank transfer, then we need to have vendor bank details. So as of now, I'm not giving any bank details of vendor or supplier. So same thing, we need to go enter. Okay, reconciliation account 150,000, 150,200.
If we give check, bank details are not required, right?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
If we give check, bank details are not required.
Not required. Okay, whatever address is there. Okay, see here in the payment advice, what you saw, we have updated the vendor address, right? So the check will go to that particular address.
Okay.
Okay, then he need to deposit it. If someone is need to pay the check to you, right? Need to pay amount. So then what they will do, they will issue a check to you, not to your bank account.
Yes.
So does he required any bank details of yours? No. So what you will do, you will go to their bank account and you will withdraw the amount.
Yes.
Correct? Or we will deposit in our account.
But normally on the checkbook we will see the account number,
Whose account number you will see?
the issuing party account number.
See, we are issuing right here.
Yes, our
Our
account
account
number
number
will be
will
there.
be there. Already we have created our account numbers, right? House bank
Yes,
and everything.
yes,
Not supplier, right? We won't fund
yes, supplier.
supplier. Yes
Yes,
or no?
yes, yes, yes. If you are paying, and we need to
Yeah.
have the supplier.
So press enter, write down. Reconciliation account 150,200. Sort key 012. Cash management group A1. Press enter. Payment terms U001. Okay. Next one. Payment method. What is the payment method? CT. U001. U001 and payment method C. T. Okay. Next, third party. So same thing. Press enter. Third vendor. Remember at least the names so that we won't have confusion at the time of posting. So third entry is foreign currency payment, right? SLCL. I'm just giving any vague name. So your Singapore address would be see here 25. I'm giving it as a region code 25. You remember we have not defined any region code for Singapore. It's by default SAP has created.
Yes, yes. We have created only for Hyderabad and
India and US. We have just checked regions. Yeah, only
yes,
Andhra Pradesh, Andhra and
Hyderabad.
Telangana. 43 dash 37 5. Just write it down. Okay. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. 4 times enter. Reconciliation account. And remaining same as above. So at K12. So here cash management group. It's a foreign vendor, correct? Then what we can select here?
A2.
You want either A1 or A2. You can select here A2. Now got your question? Press
Yes,
enter.
yes, sir.
Payment terms U001. U001. Payment method CT. So write on the details. Click on save button. Click on save button. Next, last vendor. Company. Company. So name. Just write it down. Okay. Is it done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Press enter. 4 times enter. The reconciliation account. Sort key. 012. So cash management group.
Can you please click on drop down for the econ account?
Sorry. We have
Can you please
created,
click
right?
on?
Reconciliation accounts we have created, right?
We have created. Which one you're taking? State payment services. Okay. Uh, if you wanted to take for domestic also, we can take.
Of course, if you want to create under the group under domestic, you can create it.
Okay, okay. So as per our wish, we can go as per the
Not
client
our
wish.
wish, as per the client requirement.
Client will only tell this.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Cash management group. What is the cash management group we need to take here? It's a A1.
A1.
Yeah. Just write it down. Just write it down. Recon account 150200 012. Cash management group A1. Press enter. Press enter. Payment terms U001. Payment terms U001. Okay. Payment method CT. That's it. Click on save. So vendor has been created. So 4 vendors has been created. Okay. So here we can check. So here, what are the things we have created? Who are the latest vendors? So 4 vendors, 1, 2, 3, 4. Srikanth Constructions, Mahindra Trading Services, Soyangli Constructions, Subaraya Consultancy Services. Clear? Next step, posting the invoices. Post vendor invoice. Transaction code FB60. FB60. Write down post FB60.
Sorry, can you go once document once? Under the first one,
We created 4 vendor masters, right?
create new vendors.
New vendor master with payment methods.
Okay.
Okay, next one, post vendor invoice FB60 / and FB60. Okay, vendor. Okay, what is this vendor? 6 vendor, Srikanth. Okay, so F4, F2, F4, F2, reference number APP02, or I'll take APP03. It's better to remember. Remember this reference numbers, APP03, INR. So I'll take 430110, 1,35,000, 1,35,000. Here also 1,35,000. $1,35,000. Next one, business area, UHYD. Business area UHYD, profit center U1000. U1000. Business area UHYD, profit center U1000. Okay. Is it done?
Yes.
Yeah. Click on simulate. Click on simulate. Right. So here you can see security charges account debited, GL account 40, and it's Srikanth comes under accounts payable module. So that is the reason it is saying vendor credit 31. Clear? So click on post. So click on document, display. Click on document, display, general ledger view. Right on this end. 40 security charges, 31 trade payable services. Okay. One more entry I'll post. Second entry. What is the second entry in our scenario? Second entry, 97,000. We have paid 1,35,000 earlier. 97,000. Apply payment block. Okay. Right. So second one, I'll go. Same vendor, right? Vendor one, same
Okay,
vendor.
same vendor you are applying payment block.
Correct. Not here in the payment method. In the payment,
Okay.
we are going not here. Payment block. Normally, we will apply end user level, we will apply here. But in the payment proposal, I'll apply payment block. So I'll show you that. F4, F2. F4, F2. APP04. APP04. What is the amount? 97,000. 97,000. I'll take GL account 4,50,000. Amount 97,000. Just write it down. Shrikant Constructions Private Limited. Okay. Same thing. Business area. UHYD. Profit center. U1000. Just write it down. So document simulate and post. Okay, entry is same. Advertisement to Shrikant Constructions. So click on post. Next one, we'll go to the next entry. What is that third scenario? Third scenario, change house bank. And this is also, it's almost all similar, but vendor 2. Okay. So next vendor. So next vendor. Second vendor after Shrikant Constructions. Mahindra Tradings. Mahindra Tradings. Invoice date. Reference number 05. Okay. Amount 65,000. Is that the same 65,000?
Yes.
Yes.
65,000. Okay. Let me check here. Yeah, it's 65,000. GL account. Same 4,50,000. I'll take. Advertisement 65,000. 65,000. Enter. Okay, Mahindra Trading Agencies. Now same thing what we need to do. Business area. Business area. UHYD. Profit center. U1000. UHYD and U1000. Business area, UHYD, profit center, U1000. Okay. Simulate and save. So you can see advertisement account debited to Mahindra Trading Agency. Okay, same entry. So document. So where the difference will come? Only the payment. Okay, next. Fourth invoice.
So sorry. So here, where did we change the house bank?
Now we won't change. What is the scenario? We are going to change. Have we selected any house bank?
No. In the payment run, we will do it.
In payment proposal, we are going to do this. The bank change.
Oh,
By default,
okay.
it will take. What is our house bank?
HDFC.
HDFC. So in the payment proposal from HDFC to, we need to change to IDBCC.
Okay.
Clear? By default, it
Okay.
will take HDFC. A ranking, you remember?
Yes. Ranking. Yes. Ranking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember.
Next one. Next fourth invoice. Next select. One more entry. This is for Singapore dollar. Foreign currency payment. Foreign currency payment. So invoice date. APP 06. So what I'll do is I'll change the invoice numbers here. This is APP 06 so that we will not have any confusion. APP 06, 04, 03, 02, and 7. Okay.
No, we have already posted invoices with the reference
But I have
number, right?
taken the same numbers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
03 to 8.
Yeah. So here the currency you need to change. SGD. Okay. SGD. Amount. What is the amount here? What is the SGD value? 3,000. So give the GL account. Same. 4,50,000. Amount 3,000 SGD. Sorry, one more zero is missing. 3,000. So we have a Singapore business area. So go to business area. So you can select from here. Guntur, Ultra Singapore, USGN. Singapore business area. Write down USGN. USGN. Profit center. Corporate profit center. Okay. U9,000. Just write it down. Simulate and save. Is it done? So foreign currency posting we have done. So click on simulate and post. So you can see the entry, same entry, but currency is different. You can see here, document currency. Post, document, display. Okay. Advertisement account debited to. So write down this entry with the values so that we will see the foreign currency differences. So just write down with the values. Okay. So next one, last entry, last scenario. What is the last scenario? Vendor 4 AP01 60,000 partial payment. So vendor 4, last vendor. So Suyangli is done. We will select this. A reference number 7 APP07. Okay. So amount, what is the amount? What is the amount we have? 60,000, right? 60,000. 60,000. 60,000. GL account 430110 60,000. Okay, office rent account debited to supplier account Subbaraya Consultancy Private Limited or Services. So go to business area. Go to business area, Hyderabad only, right? So UHYD, business area, UHYD, business area, UHYD. And profit center. I'll take profit center, different one. U1100. Just write it down. Profit center, I'm taking different one. So now click on simulate. Subbaraya, sorry, office rent account debited to Subbaraya. Okay. Okay. Clear? Any questions still here?
No, no.
Okay. So we have posted, and one more thing here. So it's a partial payment, correct? 60,000. Out of 60,000, we are paying only 40,000 and remaining 20,000 as a balance. So in the APP, we can't do the partial payment like this. In manual payment, we have a different this thing, right? Clearing, partial payment we can do, right? So here, we don't have that option called in automatic payment process. We don't have. So for that, we need to do a down payment request. And after that, we need to request for advance payment 40,000. Then in the payment proposal, we need to knock off. So first we will do this and we will complete this. Okay, request, we need to create the request. Right, write down next step for partial payment, write down a note, write down partial payment. In automatic payment process, we don't have an option to do partial payment. For that, we need to do first step, we need to do down payment request. We need to do down payment request. So write down first step, down payment request. What is the transaction code for down payment request?
F-47.
F-47. F-47 slash n F-47. Okay. So F4, F2. Okay, what is the reference number? Last reference number? APP07, correct? Reference number APP07. APP07. Vendor advance request. Vendor advance request. So vendor down payment. So vendor account number. So you can select the vendor, Subbaraya Consultancies, right? The last vendor. Next one. What is the special GL indicator we need to take here?
Yeah.
Just write it down. Just write it down.
Done.
Press enter. GL indicator is not defined. Here again the problem occurs, right? There we are facing issue here. Earlier also we faced the same issue when we are doing customer down payment. So what we will do is, I need to rectify this because it's a server issue. Because you remember earlier also we got customer down payment request. We got an issue over here. Special GL indicator A is not defined. So if I take F also, it will show the same error.
Why it will take?
It's a server issue. It's not in, you just try it out in your server because I'm using different server. Already we have defined here. You can you can check in your server whether it is accepting. If I do the same thing in other server, it will accept. For example, I'll show you the same request in other server, but I need to create the vendors again. I need to create the vendors. USPS is not defined because it's a completely fresh vendor. But you can check once in your server. If you have a server, you can check it. But before that, by next week, I'll try to rectify this because those people need to take care of it. Already it's at 12:42. So any questions still here? The process is same. Already we have done the down payment request, correct?
Yes.
The same way we need to check. Any questions? Any questions?
So Naveen, in the real time, so they will give all the topics to us when we in the real time. We need to take care of all the modules, or they will give only two modules, one module like that.
I didn't get you all the modules in the sense.
Like GL, AP, or they.
Maybe you can get all the modules.
Okay,
Or
from
maybe
anywhere.
you're restricted to few modules. It again depends on project to big project. I can't assure that you are going to get the same thing. If you are restricted to FI, then you will get almost all the modules. Or sometimes if you are into testing project, probably you will do only testings of APR, AR, or GL, or any other things. Sometimes even though you are in testing, you need to test all the scripts of AP, AR, GL, and asset accounting.
Okay.
It's not that you will restricted to only one module. Clear? Any other questions?
I think can we cover IDA kind of like that?
That I'll show at the time of integrations.
Okay.
But it is not our part of this thing. Even though they will ask in the interview regarding IDOC, but which is not there in our course actually, to be frank.
Okay.
Because even that will take almost a 15-hour session.
So what?
Let me finish. Hope you got my point, right? IDOC and interfaces, that will take almost a 15-hour session.
Yes.
So normally no one will cover. They will give you only the descriptive part. The IDOC, what is IDOC, how it will be get created and all those stuff.
So normally, so then in the real time
we have to do it. That will be there.
So they will teach us.
No one will give you. No one will train you on IDOCs. Or any sort of interfaces. Because see, I want to cover everything. I'll just